Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Lunch from Debates. I'm your co-host Dibo, with my other co-host Matt and Owen.
It's good to be back.
Sure is.
Debo, I'm proud of
Back.
you. I'm proud of you not messing up the intro this time, unlike last episode.
Oh yeah. I did fuck up the intro.
Ain't
My
need to call him out like
apologies on
that.
my behalf. Yeah, I went outside at the start. Tyler got on my ass for it, but I had to get my get back. So what we do.
I love to see it. I love to see it. He got in the gym, got in the lab, and came back better than ever.
Yeah, bro.
Damn
Man,
straight.
speaking of the gym, man, bro, like once you hit like the first couple days, bro, it feels like pure bliss, man.
Bro, I'm
It's
saying it's
almost
just
like
about that
every day.
consistency.
I swear, yeah, you gotta be consistent. And I've been trying to go to the gym like at minimum four days a week. I'm trying to do that mainly on the weekdays. If I can't go some days, then I do it on the weekends, like Saturday, Sunday. So just try to get in earlier than usual. But hey, man, we still trying to grind.
I feel you. You getting in there today or what?
Um, Unlikely. I might just like work on the treadmill at home, get my
Oh,
steps in.
no days
Yeah,
off.
but
No
I
days
gotta
off.
get the cardio in too, bro. You gotta get the cardio in as
Got to
well.
get that summer body looking nice.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts,
Dude.
facts,
Speaking
facts.
of cardio, when are we hooping, boys?
Bro, I've been hooping hella. I'm always with it. I was actually about to text our group chat yesterday, and I was gonna say let's all pick a time because we got like good numbers. We could run a solid fours or fives from that Haters Incorporated group chat.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Getting everyone out at the same time is going to be a challenge.
I think we could make it work. I think we could find a time. Like
But it seems like no one in that group chat's on the same schedule.
No.
we move.
Well, man, yeah, that's true.
It would have to be a weekday. It would have to be a weekday. But we could also do weekends. We could also do weekends because I'm saying weekday because then we could just get as many run fives as many games as we want because 24 is not busy during the day on weekdays. But if we want to run with just like a ton of people, we could go on the weekends because 24 is usually packed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Or we could go to Central.
Alright.
Either one, I'm there.
You said since no, we're not going outside.
Hey, as long as we're
bro.
hooping, I'll be sending Mbappe.
Oh, bro, it's like it's like in the 90s right now,
that's
bro.
facts.
I'm not hooping in that weather.
We'll have to. We would have to wait till like later where it starts to cool down, like 7-ish, 8-ish.
Yeah. That's the time to do it. Dusk.
Okay.
Yeah, when the sun is setting. But speaking of the gym, I got in the gym early today, and I hit some legs. And if you know legs, you want to get some protein in after. And I went to Chipotle right after the gym. Lovely burrito, right? But it got me thinking, and this is the question I want to pose to you guys. What fast food restaurants are on your Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go first, Owen, or should I go first?
I could probably give 2 right off the bat because if we have 4 spots,
Can
I'd have to think about the other.
Can I guess the 2?
Yeah, go for it.
Chipotle and Chick-fil-A.
You got one of them.
Was it Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
You don't like Chipotle?
No, it's not saying I don't like it. I just don't know if I'll give it enough thought to be on my Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Yeah, like Chipotle's solid food.
Like,
but
right, I will never say no to Chipotle. I mean, that's about as gas.
Just keep in mind though that is fast food. It's fast food.
It is fast food.
It is
I agree.
fast food.
I mean,
Chipotle is fast food.
I don't know if it's fast food. Like,
Oh, it definitely is.
when I'm thinking about fast food, I'm thinking like I'm getting it through a drive-through.
If you look up Chipotle, it'll come up as fast food restaurant.
I don't know another place where you're getting a burrito in like 2 minutes.
Other than like
Qdoba?
Yeah.
They're the same place. They're fast food.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So the other one, it's a classic choice and maybe controversial, but I'm gonna say McDonald's.
It's a staple. It is a staple.
I mean, dude, I had some McDonald's last night, and I don't think it'll ever get old.
Nah. McDonald's is up there for sure.
It's so good. So those are the 2 that I can say without question.
I'm gonna give mine. So you guys obviously know my 2. I'm going with Chipotle and Chick-fil-A. My 3, I think they have the best burgers in the game. Give me 5 Guys.
Oh, that's crazy.
Ooh, you think so? And then
The
four?
the only reason why Five Guys is not considered to be like higher up is because of the price.
Yeah,
It's
they're
so many-
It's
expensive.
so expensive.
They're expensive.
Oh,
That's the
Five
thing.
Guys is like you go there like 2 or 3 times in an entire year.
Yeah.
If
I'm not like, going to Five Guys a lot, but their burgers are the best in the game. Personally, for me, I think their burgers, the amount of fries you get is absurd. So they're my 3, and then my 4. It's a sleeper, very underrated pick, very disrespected pick. But give me Mad Greens.
Mad Greens?
Mad
Ain't
Greens,
no
bro.
way.
No,
You eating that Mad Greens?
bro, their Chipotle Southwest Bowl is insane. Bro, I promise you, I will put you on. Try that thing, and you will never disrespect Mad Greens again. I'll say it like this. I've only had one thing at Mad Greens, and it made my top 4. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Mad Greens.
Did I not say it was the most disrespected, slept on?
Bro, it's Mad Greens, bro. No one says, "Hey, yo, bro, I'm trying to get some of that Mad Greens, man. You want some?" No one says that.
I hella say that.
Don't ever say that to me.
It might be. It's close between Mad Greens and Jersey Mike's for me.
Okay.
Oh, Jersey Mike's. Yeah, that's
Jersey
a good
Mike's is good. Jersey Mike's is good.
I'll hit Jersey Mike's with number 3.
Okay. So you got Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Jersey Mike's. What you're ending it with?
Fuck. Dude. You know, I think it's a toss-up between In-N-Out and Popeyes.
Ooh, Popeyes. Popeyes has to be there over In-N-Out.
I'll take Popeyes because I already got
burger.
McDonald's in there,
Yeah.
but that's actually kind of hypocritical because I also have Chick-fil-A in there. But I'll take Popeyes.
Damn.
In-N-Out's,
Which place you going to for a chicken sandwich?
Whatever one's closer.
Nah, same location. Same location. I need the answer.
Probably Chick-fil-A.
Wrong answer.
No. Here's the thing with Chick-fil-A. It's about the experience. Everyone there's so nice.
Hey, that customer service really do.
That's
really
right.
Does
That's
it.
right. I mean, they like go out of their way to make sure the service is excellent, and I appreciate that.
Rightfully so. Dibo, we haven't heard you. What's your top 4 looking like?
All right, so I got Chick-fil-A as the GOAT fast food place.
On all 3 of our
down.
lists.
And
Valid.
then I'm going to go with McDonald's.
Understandable.
Five Guys.
Five Guys, well done.
And then I'm trying to find my 4. Fuck no. I'm trying to find my 4th one. Oh God. No, I'm gonna go. Bro, there's lots of fast food places I like, man.
That's true.
I'm gonna go with Popeyes.
Popeyes was a good pick. I was just about to say Popeyes was a good pick.
I'm gonna go with Popeyes. Yeah. That chicken sandwich. I see why people was getting. They was killing people over them sandwiches, man.
Yeah, there's something
I see
else.
why. I see why, man.
Now, question is it? Do you go normal or do you go spicy?
Spicy
all the way. There you go. That's the right answer.
B-Man go for spicy. And that goes for any other place too. Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, other places as well. If you don't get a spicy chicken sandwich, you're not a man, bro. You're soft.
It's so good, bro.
Hold on. I had Panda Express on the short list. Was Panda close for you guys or not?
Oh, dude, I didn't even think about Panda. Bro, Panda would probably come in at number 5.
Okay. I just wanted to see how we rate Panda because I rate Panda highly, especially in the airport.
Oh my god, dude, it's so good.
Panda's Park Meadows.
Park Meadows is starting to have some insane food places.
Yeah, Park Meadows Panda Express be hitting. That'd be mad gas.
100%.
Bro.
100%.
100%. All right, Dibo, you want to tell the people what we're doing today?
All right. Main plan for today's episode with free agency, all the big moves, big names going to other teams. All that stuff's been basically set in stone. We're gonna do some too early NBA tier rankings.
I love it. This should be a good discussion. I like the fact that this is kind of like the end of our NBA episodes because we're starting to switch over towards football just a little bit. And I kind of like how we're getting to be able to talk about all 30 teams. So anybody listening has a chance to hear us talk about their favorite team.
That's right.
Even the ones that are boring.
Like them Celtics. Like them Celtics.
No one cares about the Knicks.
Rent free. All right. How do we want to do this? Do we want to start in a tier with contenders, or do we want to start with teams on the bottom? How do we want to do this?
In my opinion, just go at the bottom. Just go from left to right.
All right.
I think bottom up's the way to do it.
Easier.
Easy. Class. Owen?
Let's think here.
Yeah. Do you want to start at Philly?
You said Philly? Oh, go just like here? Go across?
Yeah, just go across left to right.
All right, so here I'm gonna give my spiel with Philly, and then I'll see what you guys think, and if we need to change it, we can change it. I'm gonna put Philly here.
I agree.
Here are the playoff teams, and that's because there's so much uncertainty about James Harden right now. And then you've seen they've got a history of dipping out in the second round. It doesn't appear that much has changed with them, and especially if they lose James Harden, I don't see them being any better than they are or they have been. So.
No, even if they keep James Harden, to me, they're a playoff team. I feel like this team, I don't want to say they've maxed out, but they've kind of capped out, if that makes sense. And I feel like they're basically running it back with a new team. I expect Tyrese Maxey to have some progression, but I expect James Harden to have some regression, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker to have regression. And they're running it back with basically the same team minus Doc Rivers plus Nick Nurse. And for me, I think there's the Milwaukee Bucks. I think the Boston Celtics. We'll see if the Heat get Dame. And to me, I'm putting all those teams over Philly. So right now, I think Philly's a playoff team.
I like it.
Yeah, I feel the same way as well. I have them being in that tier with those playoff teams. About James Harden, he put in the trade request. I think he's going to stay. I just don't think the market as of right now is like great enough for Philly to get a great return for him, especially with him opting into that player option. Maybe LA could do something. I don't know, with the CBA, all the like salaries matching. Maybe that could work. Add a 3-team in there, but it would be hard to do at this moment.
It'd be hard to do. I would like the fit. I would welcome the fit. Him, PG, and Kawhi, because the Clippers like have a talented roster. They've just been missing that point guard and that facilitator. But
yeah,
the Clippers just have nothing to give. Every package I see is like Terrence Mann, Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, and it's like that is moving nobody.
That really isn't moving anyone.
Bones Highland.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and people, of course, James Harden, he's gotten a ton of shit over the past few years for his playoff performances, his lack of effort, him allegedly wearing a fat suit to get traded, but he's still an all-star caliber player at his absolute best. So for those returns that Matt you just mentioned, that's not going to be enough to trade for him.
No, and especially because we've seen him like change his role and still be successful in the league, right? Like obviously he won 6th Man of the Year with the Thunder, and then he went to the Houston Rockets, did his own thing, won MVP as the one option, averaging like over 30 points and getting these insane stat lines of like a 60-point triple-double. And then now when he's the 2 option to Embiid, he showed that he can do it in the regular season, averaging like 20 and 10 and doing everything Philly needed in the regular season. Now the playoffs were a different story, but as far as regular season goes, he's a performer and he'll be an all-star.
Yeah. I just don't see much changing.
Yeah.
That's really all it boils down to.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Same shit every year.
Yeah, pretty much. Moving on. I don't think that's really questionable.
Disagree.
Disagree?
I'm putting them in the mid.
Really?
I think. Well, I think they're like an 11, 12 seed. I think of rebuilding as like 13 through 15, but I think they're mid. I think Jordan Poole is going to be an exciting piece next season. He's my pick to win Most Improved Player. I think Tyus Jones is like one of the more solid point guards in the league, and then Kuzma's back. Denny Avdia, I'm expecting to take a big jump. So like I see them finishing in that 11 to 12 range. So for me, they're mid.
All right. So here's the thing. We did that on quite a few podcasts ago. We had that little bit about talking how the Wizards have just like been a consistent playing team. They're not really striving for much more.
Right.
And I'm hoping now, I put them in rebuilding. I'm hoping now the trade of Beal and Porzingis, I'm hoping now that'll finally be their cue to get out of that mid range and go to a rebuild scenario where they can finally get into a playoff team caliber area.
It's
So that's
not
why I
done
have
yet.
them in rebuilding now, because it's like, all right, you trade away Beal and Porzingis. I don't think really a whole lot of people are arguing that was their 1-2. And what'd you bring in? You brought in Jordan Poole and Tyus Jones. Like I think both Beal and Porzingis are better than those two, and I don't really know if that's anything to argue about. So I'm just hoping now they're dipping down a little bit, get some higher picks, draft some good talent, get back to being the Wizards team with the record when they had John Wall in his prime.
I don't know. The only thing I say is just like I just don't know if they're like I understand where you're coming from. Like I've been saying it's long overdue that they need a rebuild. But for me, I mean, I guess that we should clarify what is rebuilding versus mid at this point.
Oh, can I speak first?
Go for it.
I feel like mid is where the team at their current state is like, we're not looking to trade away any of our pieces. We don't see a scenario where, oh, we're gonna blow it up. We're gonna try to compete still, And as I look throughout that entire list that's on the screen there's a lot of teams that could fit in the mid tier.
Okay,
But
can I give you one? Can I give you one then? The Bulls is that a good example? The Bulls.
Perfect example.
Okay. I just want to know how we're clarifying. Then if that's what we're clarifying it as, then yes, rebuilding is correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we clarified that early.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going with rebuilding?
Yeah, that works for me.
Sounds good.
Man, I'm gonna go with rebuilding too. They have some cornerstone pieces that you can build off of. Poole was a great get, especially for that value as well.
Yeah.
Denny Advia, I actually got him being most improved next season compared to Jordan Poole. I'm very high on him and some other guys as well. Daniel Gafford, too. Very good hustle guy.
Yeah.
Good big, can get boards. But I just think, they'll be at the bottom of the East.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
All right. Moving on. Got the Hawks. I think they're going to stay right where they were.
Go ahead, Dibo. Go ahead.
What? I'm not roasting Trey. I'm roasting the rest of the team, man. I don't think I said this before, but the Hawks, I'm very disappointed with what they did this offseason. I think they were one of the biggest losers. Them trading away John Collins for absolutely nothing to the Jazz, not improving around the squad. Guys like DeAndre Hunter, his big contract, they extended him. It's just a weird fit. It's a very weird fit, and the move to get DeJounte Murray, trading all those first to get him, and barely making the playoffs as a playing team. I don't know, man.
It hasn't worked out the way I thought it would between them.
Yeah, it was always a weird fit to me. You have two ball dominant guards, Trae Young undersized, so you can't put him at the 2. Him being an off ball player sounds good on paper, but I don't know how that hasn't worked yet. I really think that if
you know why it hasn't worked.
Shut up.
You know why it hasn't worked.
Shut up.
Saying.
Bro, let me talk.
If you want to lie to the people, but you know why.
Okay. if if the Hawks offense revolves around DeJounte mainly being the ball handler, with Trey being the off-ball guy running around screens on perimeter, being shooting the three ball at a high clip that he possibly can, that would be way better for their offense and overall team. But
agree.
it hasn't happened.
I 100% agree, Dibo.
It hasn't happened yet.
That's why I'm like, I thought the trade would be so much better. It looked so much better on paper, but it hasn't formulated, and it's exactly why. Like, I feel like majority of NBA fans are thinking what you're thinking and want the Atlanta Hawks offense to run the way you're describing. And for some reason, whether it was Nate McMillan or Quinn Snyder, it just has never happened.
No, it hasn't.
So playing team for me.
Yeah, I mean, they traded away John Collins for what we said nothing. Which couldn't be more accurate. But John Collins, he's a weird player for me. I don't know how much they lost by trading him, but if they kept him, I don't know how much they would have progressed in this season. So that's just a big reason why I think they're going to stay right there.
I don't know. The way I look at it is especially now in the NBA where we have this thing called load management, it's never a bad thing to have too much depth. And to lose a key rotational piece for Rudy Gay and a 7th grader is not a good thing in today's world, in today's NBA.
Yeah, no doubt. But play-in team, I don't see them in a playoff spot with how stacked the East has been.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the East is stacked.
Oh. I would say they're top-heavy would be more accurate. Yeah. But I think those spots 4 through 6 are still pretty solid.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right, moving on. Got the Cavs. I'm going to put them right in playoffs.
I want to move them up.
You want to move them up?
Contenders?
I really do think so. I think that I understand that they lost to the Knicks last year in the playoffs, and that's a very embarrassing way to go out. But I think they have one of the best young cores in the league. I think Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, and Darius Garland is something to be exciting about. Obviously, they might have overpaid Max Strus, but I think they finally solidified that wing position, whether it's him or Isaac Okoro. And then now you have Karis LeVert coming off the bench in his 6-man role, which is where he's familiar with and where I think is his best role. And although Jared Allen and Evan Mobley haven't looked great as the Twin Towers in the playoffs, I think one more year together, I think another year with JB Bickerstaff as the coach, who I think is a very underrated coach. I really like the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I think you're crazy.
I don't.
Matt, I think you're valuing how good their young core is and forgetting that they're just that. They're young.
Okay, but how about this? Where do you rank Darius Garland among point guards?
Right outside the top 10, I would say.
Okay. I'd say yeah, that's fair. Donovan Mitchell is a top 3 shooting guard, right?
Yes, I agree.
And then where is Evan Mobley as far as power forwards? Top 3?
Evan Mobley a power forward?
Well, think Anthony Davis is a center. There's Giannis.
Yeah, Anthony Davis is not playing center.
There's Giannis. I would take Evan Mobley over Draymond Green. Would I?
No. What about Lauri Markkanen?
Oh, I'd take Markkanen over him.
I would not. I'd take Evan Mobley.
What? Markkanen made an All-Star. He made the All-Star team this year.
Pretty handy. Wasn't he an All-Star starter?
He was a small forward too, though. This year.
I'm pretty sure he played power forward for the Jazz.
There, Kelly Olynyk starting some games at the 4.
Yeah, but didn't they have Walker Kessler starting the majority though?
Well, Walker Kessler's the 5.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Then they run Lowry at 4.
Hold on, I got the standard.
Yeah, they ran him at the 4.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Lowry anyway. Any way you put it.
And even then, you got Pascal.
No, they had
Zion.
Well, early in the year, they had it as Jared Vanderbilt the 4 before he got traded. They had Lowry at the 3, Jared Vanderbilt the 4, and Walker at the 5. And that's when he was playing his best before All-Star break. Lowry was at that 3.
Anywho, I don't see him. I think you're valuing Mobley's defense a little too much?
No, he was third in defensive player of the year voting.
I'm not saying he's a bad defender. I'm just saying you're valuing it too much.
I see it like this. I see it like, as far as stopping Giannis, I think they have the best options. I think that their size and their length is like the best contain. Like I don't know how to like as far as building a wall, because you have to build a wall to stop Giannis. I think Evan Mobley's single-handedly the best player in the East to do that. And then I think Donovan Mitchell is notoriously a playoff performer, and he just had a bad playoff series. I think DG, the PG, will come back stronger and better, and I think Jared Allen will be able to help them out more. I think Max Strus is a veteran. He's been in a locker room. He can instill better things into this locker room. And then you still have quality pieces off the bench like Isaac Okoro, Karis LeVert, Ricky Rubio. Who's their backup 5 this year?
Backup 5?
I know they had.
Were they running Dean Wade?
Oh, they were. Dean Wade was actually giving them quality minutes.
Yeah.
Robin Lopez?
That's great. They had K Love, but they let him go.
Yeah, I think it was Robin Lopez.
They let K Love go for Dean Wade. No, all right, Matt. I think there's some hole in your reasoning because we've seen time and time again. You were talking about how Mobley's the piece you want to stop Giannis, but you can't build a team. You can't build a contending team to stop one team. You have to be able to stop every team. And the problem with the Cavs are they have a very one-dimensional defense that in a playoff series isn't hard to figure out, and you saw that with the Knicks.
Not necessarily. The Knicks only averaged like 105 points in that playoff.
That's just because the Knicks are trash. But
well,
with all due respect,
that was good defense. It was good defense. Is what I'm saying.
If you actually watch this series, the Cavs did a really good job guarding the perimeter.
I'm saying, yeah, and scoring 105 points in the modern NBA is not winning basketball. The Knicks just played better defense, and that's big thanks to Tom Thibodeau and big thanks to Mitchell Robinson, who was phenomenal that series. But, I mean, if you give me a team with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland as the backcourt, I would say majority of the time, if they're giving up 105 points in a series, I would take them to score more than 105. It just didn't happen this year.
So you're putting them at a contender.
Yes.
That means that they're
a top 3 team in the East.
They have the potential to beat out Boston, to beat out Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Miami's not a contender for me. Currently constructed. But then they're a contender. So. Currently constructed, they're not to me. So that's why I think for me, at least the way I look at contender is top 3 team in each conference. And I think they're the third best team. I think they have the third best chance making it out the East.
I don't know, man. We got Boston, Milwaukee.
Maybe second. Boston lost a key rotational player.
Ain't no way, Matt. Ain't no way.
I had to.
I've told you 1,000 times, bro.
Don't worry. That team is coming up. We'll get to them.
We are good, bro. We are good. We don't need Grant. We got O'Shea Brissett and Jordan Walls with Sam Hauser. We're straight.
So Dibo, you're rocking with them in the playoff position?
Yeah, they are a playoff team. Yeah, they are a playoff team. But you guys are missing out a key component to why. Well, Owen, you're missing out a very crucial key component to why they're not a contender, and that's their offensive ceiling. And during the Knicks series, what was the biggest problem
spacing
with that team? Yeah, floor spacing. Yeah, floor spacing. Correct.
But that's what Max Strus provides.
You can't have 2 non-shooting bigs in the modern era. You can't. You absolutely can't.
You can. But I think that's what I expect more to see from JB Bickerstaff is playing Evan Mobley more at the 5.
Bro, name one team other than Golden State that can deal with that.
What do you mean?
That can deal with like 2 non-shooting bigs.
I mean, is Al Horford a non-shooting big?
No, he's a shooter.
Then 0 teams? Then just the Warriors?
Maybe the Lakers with AD and Vanderbilt, but at least AD's like one of the best scoring bigs in the league.
Yeah.
So what I'm banking on for the Cavs to be a contender is that Evan Mobley got to take the leap, man.
No, he has to. He has to.
He has to take the
100%.
leap.
And that's why I'm saying contender, because I think he will. I think he will.
Hold on.
He should.
I'm like recounting a little bit. I'm thinking if we're going contenders as the top 3 teams, I'm not seeing. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Matt. I'm not seeing another team in the East that's going to be better than the Cavs.
I'm saying because we're doing top 3 teams in each conference contenders, 4 through 6 playoff teams, and then play-in.
Wait, when do we decide on top 3 being contenders?
I just think that's how it's normally done.
I think that's that's just a good basis, like a grounds for it.
What? No.
Because we don't this is saying top. It maybe not record wise, because obviously we don't know that because it's way before the season even starts. But right now, as you're saying, how you're expecting if everything goes out to perfectly planned, how they would be.
I think they're contender. I also project them to be a very good regular season team, and I think that home court advantage is going to help them in a series or 2.
All
right. Sticking with the East, the Pistons.
This one's tough.
I think they're taking the leap to mid.
I think they're playing.
They have to be a playing team. This has to be the year. This has to be the year they take the leap.
I think they're playing. They got the phenomenal addition of Monty Williams. Cade Cunningham looked like one of the best rookies in his rookie year. And so did Jaden Ivey, so did Jalen Duren. And now you mesh all of them together. I really like this team. I think they're going to be that 10th playing spot.
I'm going to agree with you.
I think they're that 10th playing spot.
I'm going to agree with you there. That I think you said it perfectly. I don't think you're overvaluing their young core at all. It's really good. They just need to develop a little bit.
Sorry. Because at some point, as a rebuilding team, there is a time where your young core has to grow up. Mm-hmm. You brought in the adult in the locker room with Monty Williams. Of course, he's had a success with Phoenix as well. Cade's coming back. You just drafted one of the Thompson twins, Azar Thompson, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, other young pieces as well. If the Pistons do not at least become around that, those playing teams in the East, it'll be a complete failure.
I'm saying they need to be this year's Orlando Magic. Not necessarily if they don't make the play-in, that's fine, but they need to be competing for the play-in. They need to be towards the end of the year playing those high-stake games where you're finally having your rebuilding young core playing meaningful games towards the end of the year rather than meaningless games where you could load manage and you're resting your players with 20 games left because you want to get the number 1 overall pick. They need to be playing those meaningful games.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I just that was an uneducated choice to put them in the mid tier.
Dibo, I want to ask you this question. Where do you think I have the Pacers? This next team we're about to talk about.
Playoff team.
Damn straight. Owen, you can put them right there.
I 100% agree.
Lovely.
100%. Matt, you and I are both extremely high on Halliburton and Miles Turner.
Yep.
And that, with especially all the pieces that they have, aside from those two, oh my God, the Pacers are going to be nasty.
I think so. I really do.
It's finally time.
Finally time.
Dibo, you got any objections?
He looks like he does.
I have them tweening between the play-in and playoff team tier. But I think they'll be a playoff team, probably has the 6th seed. Again, Halliburton, very high on him. Core piece of a contending team in the future. Keeping a guy like Miles Turner, a consistent big, a solid big, can do everything on the court, rebound, block, even shoot the 3-ball a little bit, space the floor. Perfect as a modern big, right? Rick Carlisle, people are forgetting of how good he really is as a coach. Of course, last year, very competitive team. Accelerated the rebuild by a bit. Still got the shooter in Buddy Hield, can score as well. Very high on Juris Walker, being a cool guy.
Love him.
Bruce Brown, one of the highlights of free agency. I think he's going to be great as a 3-and-D piece, and one of the more underrated moves as well. Training for Obi Toppin, and I think Obi Toppin is going to have a breakout year.
I love it, Dibo. I love that take.
He's going to explode as that lob threat because in New York, which what I've been seeing, when he's on the court, they don't look at him, man. They don't throw him those lobs. They don't let the big man eat. And with a guy like Halliburton being the playmaker he is, being the floor general he is, being the facilitator that he is, they're gonna have lobs. They're gonna have a lot of fun in Indy.
100%.
Dude, yeah, Obi Toppin and Miles Turner is that 4-5. Oh my god.
That's two people who can stretch the floor for Tyrese when he's in the pick and roll.
Two people that are athletic.
Yep, lob threats.
Oh, it's gonna be nice. I'm excited to watch the Pacers.
Jarris Walker will be on an all-rookie team this year, by the way. Don't know first or second, but he will be all-rookie.
Yeah, bro. This team has bodies. They have bodies who can run. They're going to run up and down the court. Two-way guys, explosive guys, exciting guys. Like, they're going to be a very fun team to watch.
And to me, you don't make that Bruce Brown signing unless you're pushing for that playoff spot. Like, you're not spending $20 million a year on a rotational 3-and-D guy unless you really want to fight and get your own course and playoff experience.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. All right, moving on.
Yeah,
Bucks.
Enough said.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, they got 34 still. So
yeah, and they just brought back Chris Middleton. I expect him to bounce back.
Let's hope so. They need it.
I don't know about Chris Middleton, man. I think he might be done.
Oh, I think that's crazy.
I think he might be done, man.
Oh, I don't know.
Two big injuries around the legs.
Don't talk about Batman that way.
Nah, man. Nah. I love Chris Middleton. I'm a Chris Middleton guy, but still, like 31 coming off those serious injuries. It's not a good combo, and I still have Milwaukee being contenders, but in the grand scheme of things, they just don't. I don't got them winning a chip. I really don't.
I don't know.
They needed to get younger. Man.
I don't know. If they stay healthy, they're a contender for sure.
I don't have anything else to say.
That's just that. Like you said, the biggest question mark. I don't think necessarily. I mean, Dibo, you're the one guy on here who's always like, no, with medical technology today, like injuries are kind of a thing of the past in regards like players come back better than ever, players come back to normal. Like
but sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, but at some point the player's age has to be under consideration.
Right, it's only 31. That's still his prime.
The amount of injuries, no.
But what about like Kawhi? Kawhi came back from an ACL injury, and then he was All NBA second team, I believe, this year.
Yeah, and what happened during the playoffs? He broke down.
Well, sure.
That's
also just because it's Kawhi.
That's just Kawhi, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Chris Middleton's not Kawhi. Like,
are they around the same age?
Kawhi's older,
bro. Tell me, bro.
33, 32.
Dude, I'm telling you, once you get around a certain age and these injuries keep piling up, you're going to slow down. That's the art of the game. Time's undefeated.
Well, sure, but I also think that him not playing in last year's playoffs, I think that him...
Yeah, he's 32.
I think that him getting a full healthy offseason, where he can just recover. I think with Milwaukee, they're always going to dominate the regular season, so he'll be able to load manage and carry his body through the regular season. So that I think come playoff time, he will be able to suit up for however many games they need.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Bucks.
I don't know.
All right, moving on.
Mid.
Toronto.
Mid.
Toronto.
Let's stay with the East, Owen. Let's finish the East and then move to the West.
The East out. All right.
Yeah.
You got.
We're
good with Toronto being mid.
Yeah.
Gritty Dick's not taking them to a playing spot.
No, but we do love Dick here.
Yeah.
All right. This is the real reason Matt wanted to stay with the East.
Nah, but playoffs. Let's not mess about playoffs.
Yeah, I think the Knicks are in the playoffs. I don't have an issue with that.
Playoffs for me.
Matt, I got a question for you. I got a question.
Go for it.
Can I ask a question first?
Go for it.
All right. So, how do you feel about the Knicks not pursuing after guys like PG and James Harden this offseason?
Completely fine. You guys want to pair the Knicks with all these like old superstars who are past their prime and starting to fall off with all these injuries. And I keep telling you, I'm completely fine with our current roster. The reason the Knicks have been improving from not making the playoffs to making the playoffs to Julius Randle winning most improved to RJ averaging 20 to Jalen Brunson continuing to have his best year or continuing to improve year after year is because the Knicks are not making a Knicks move and going all in for some wash superstar like they did for Melo. And then we have to rebuild everything. Like, let us keep our good rotational players, keep bringing quality rotational players in like Dante DiVincenzo, and we're fine with where we are. The young core is improving, and they like Tom Thibodeau. I think that's the biggest thing I want is Tom Thibodeau gone, but the players like him, and if the players like him, I'm all good with it. So I'm fine not trading for PG, bruh. I do not lose sleep over it. Because at the end of the day, right, a big three of Jalen Brunson, Paul George, and Julius Randle, where is that getting us?
Not much further than right now.
Not much further, if at all.
But maybe a conference finals?
Boy, I'm not trading RJ and 3 first for maybe a conference finals appearance.
Oh no, man! Like, what year are we gonna go in with RJ Barrett? What year are we gonna go in?
He averaged 20 last year. He averaged 20 last year, and he's just on his what? This is gonna be his first year on that max contract.
That's not good.
I mean, it's better. I don't know. I mean, Paul George is making 40 M's, and he's going to be regressing sooner rather than later. Versus RJ. RJ showed flashes in the playoffs. If you look at his playoff numbers, they're up compared to his regular season stats. And once he changed that shot form, which I'm going to keep mentioning, once he changed that shot form and him and his trainer got in the gym, it looked a lot better. So, I mean, I'm happy keeping RJ personally.
Hey, man. To each his own, but I'm not that high on RJ, man. We're in year 4, about to go in year 5 come October, and I haven't seen much from him to make me say, okay, that man is going to be a star.
Yeah, I don't know how much further he's going to go.
This is like the last year for me. I'll say that.
He doesn't give you much this year. You're done.
Yeah, I'll say that. But
understandable.
But as a third option and what he's done year after year, I think one thing he should be better at is defense. I think he should be a better defender, but just because defense is an effort thing. But the thing I can't stand is stiff hoopers, and RJ is such a stiff hooper. Oh my god, has no arch on his back.
Yeah, when I watch him play, it's very hard for him to create his own shot, to get his own. So.
I agree. But I am expecting a bigger year from RJ next year. I'll say that. I'm putting a lot of weight into that new shot.
You're needing a bigger year, actually, not expecting.
Yeah. Well said.
All right.
Well said.
Moving on. I got the Hornets in the mid tier.
Go ahead, Dibo. I got to think about this one. The mid tier. I want to put them in rebuilding, personally.
Still?
I might have them in rebuilding.
I like where they're building towards. To me, they have a solid starting lineup when they're healthy of LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Brandon Miller, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, and then Mark Williams. I think as a rebuilding team, that's a very good starting 5. But to me, the bench unit is very shaky. Oh, excuse me. Not Miles Bridges will be the 4 this year.
I was about to say, I was like, Miles Bridges is coming back. You're missing him, dude.
Miles Bridges
that is true. He is coming back.
I mean, that's even better for them. But maybe it is mid. Now that I remember that they have Miles Bridges.
That's the reason I'm putting them in mid. Obviously, Miles Bridges was a 23, 24 point per game average.
I don't think it was that high.
I believe it was.
I remember he started the year crazy. 2 years ago, he was getting the most improved player talks after the first month or two. But Because LaMelo and
No,
Mosberg
he was averaging 27 and 4, but that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, that's very solid.
So you have
That
him
is
come
very
back.
solid.
I don't expect him to be at that level right out of the gate. Obviously, like for obvious reasons, he's missed 2 years. But you have him, Brandon Miller. He's going to be great. His floor is extremely high, so no matter what you get, you don't even have to think about where his ceiling is. His floor is super high. You're going to get good minutes with him.
Yeah.
You got LaMelo. We know LaMelo. Terry Rozier is a really good player. I think they're going to be in that mid situation just because they're super young. Then
Dare I say
expect them
playing?
to move
Dare
up.
I say playing?
No, that's
It's
the thing.
possible.
I'm
It can
looking
be
at the
possible.
other
like
teams here.
11
I'm
seed.
looking at the other teams here, and I don't love anybody else for that playing spot. I love the Magic. I think the Magic will be a playing team. I think the Nets are where that mid category is.
Oh, I don't
And
think so.
I would rather have the Hornets in that playing.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I have a question though. Going back to Brandon Miller, do his summer league performances scare you guys at all?
No.
No.
Me personally, yeah. Okay. All right, we on the same page.
Summer League
No.
don't move me. I saw Kevin Knox firsthand put up insane numbers just to do what he's doing, which is out of the league right now. I saw Emmanuel Mudiay look like the second coming of Steph Curry to be where he is right now. So Summer League, when I was a younger fan, it used to move me, but now as I've got more experience, nah.
Yeah, I mean, people are just bored. They wanna start shit.
I will say this Summer League has been more enjoyable, and I feel like there's more hype
It has
on
been
Summer
fun
League.
to watch.
Yeah,
This is a really good draft class.
no, for sure. This stacked,
Like one of the best.
stacked class.
Yeah.
Shout out Wemby, better performance in game 2.
Dude, even without Wendy, it's a good draft class. Or Wemby,
Yeah,
sorry.
Scoop, Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Thompson twins. Oh my god.
Right. The Rockets have been my favorite team to watch so far in the summer league.
Shocker.
Really like what
Dude,
they've
it
been
sucks
doing.
that Owen got hurt.
Dibo, the Houston Rockets are my Orlando Magic, if that makes sense.
Fair enough.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
All right, are we fine with the Hornets in the mid tier?
I want to put them in. Yeah. We'll move them to playing shortly. Don't worry.
Shortly.
I'll put them in a mid tier for now.
All right, moving on. We've got the Heat
Playoff team.
playoff. That's just what we come to expect with the Heat.
Playoff team.
Now they can make a move to make them contenders.
I agree. But
Whether
as
that move
currently
happens,
constructed,
we'll see.
they're a playoff team. The one thing that does scare me is the missed games, because that's the only reason they were in the play-in last year. Like when they were healthy, win percentage wise, I think I remember reading like they had the third best win percentage when healthy, but
Yeah.
they were so unhealthy that they ended up being the 8th seed coming in from the play-in. But Spo is going to get them in no matter what, so they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
Yeah. My thing with Miami is that, bro, they cannot go through another year like last season, just be a playing team for after 82 games. Bro, I don't think Jimmy, him getting older, I don't think he can carry that load again.
Yeah, they've got to get
he did.
their players an easier route to the finals.
Especially because like last year they relied heavily on Gabe Vincent come playoff time, heavily relied upon Max Strus upon like once playoffs started, and now those guys are gone. And outside of the first round, it wasn't very much like the Jimmy buckets that we're familiar with. It was those guys taking over. And this year they're going to have
it was
to
the
rely on
undrafted
Jimmy a lot
players
more.
turning into prime Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
All right, playoff team, come to expect that. All right, y'all not gonna like me for this one. I'm putting them right back in the play-in.
No, mid. They're
What?
mid,
Okay,
bro.
what has changed with the Chicago Bulls?
Lonzo Ball's out again.
Okay,
If they don't have Lonzo Ball,
he was out last season,
and they didn't make.
and where were they playing? Wow, crazy.
I mean they.
But you're forgetting the younger teams that were below them are getting better. The Magic are going to be better this year. The Pacers are going to be better this year. The Pistons are going to be better this year. The Hornets are going to be better this year. And what's happening with the Bulls? You're saying they're the exact same roster. So that's another year of DeMar DeRozan. That's another year for Vucevic. That's another year for Zach LaVine. And Billy Donovan is not the man that you want to be holding the keys to your coaching staff. So for me, they're mid.
Ding, 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 ding. Agree. I agree. Absolutely. We running through the same thing. What are we in? What year? We're gonna be in year 3 of this experiment. The Levine, the Rosen, Vucci man, Vucevic experiment. That big 3, the mid 3, the ass 3. I don't know.
And
yeah.
No, and I don't know. Their point guard play is a very big question mark because if you remember last year, they signed Pat Bev and they were out of the plane when they signed Pat Bev, and Pat Bev basically changed the locker room culture. I guess does Pat Bev things, and next thing you know, they're in the playing spot. And part of that was because all the teams below them, like the Pacers, started benching Halliburton towards the end of the year because they wanted to get a guy like Jarris Walker. Washington started benching their players. Orlando started benching their players. And it was basically like a formality for Chicago. But now I think all those teams that were benching their players are trying to get into the play and trying to get those young guys that experience. And they brought back the same roster while all these other rosters are improving. So for me, I think they can't be there, especially considering the fact they were playing. I'll go with them in mid. Lovely, because they were playing with a below 500 record.
Yeah,
that's fair.
All right, can I say this to wrap it up?
Yeah.
As a Bulls fan, bro, running back this same team for another season, dog, I would be very fucking pissed. I'd be very mad at that shit, bro. Like, what is the ceiling for this team currently? At like how it's structured, a first round exit?
Yeah,
man. What are we achieving here? What are we striving for as an organization? We're not gonna win a championship with this team. Oh,
that's the thing that sucks. Is like they looked so fun. They were like one of the most fun teams to watch when Lonzo was healthy, when Lonzo was hooping, and it shows how impactful of a player he really is because they went from the 3 seed having home court advantage and stuff, and being one of the best teams in the league to now we're saying blow it up when they're without him.
Yeah, man, and about Lonzo, I love Lonzo. Chino Hills, ball is life. UCLA Lonzo. When LeVar Ball was taking over first take in 2017, bro, that was a time, man. Bro, I'm sitting while I'm thinking. I'm thinking while I'm sitting. Those are the vibes, bro. We all love Lonzo.
The freestyles were insane.
We all were trying to see him being an all-star, a perennial all-star in the league once he got drafted, but unfortunately injuries have just taken over his career, and then overall, it might be over soon.
Unfortunately, it's really sad to see. Like, think about having something you love, and you get to the point where you're good enough to do what you love for a living, and it gets taken away because your body can't handle it. Like, that has to be one of the most saddest things.
Yeah, I 100% agree. All right.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Well, we got to think. So hold on. I say we leave Brooklyn and we do Orlando because I feel like that'll help us out. Orlando, I say, is a playing team.
I agree.
Can we agree, Dibo? Playing for Orlando?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So then that's my question: is are we putting Brooklyn in the play-in because that's the only spot left, or do we want to move one of the mid teams up to the play-in, which is where I had the Charlotte Hornets?
But I think there's a chance that Brooklyn's better than the Hornets though this year.
I don't love that Brooklyn roster. I don't love it.
I don't.
I'm not saying I do.
I'm not high on Brooklyn.
What does anybody have what the record was after the trade deadline? I feel like it was about 500.
That team stunk after the trade. Oh, damn. Gotta find it.
I'm putting them in the mid, and I'm moving Charlotte up to the play-in. That's me, though. Because Boston is there too, but I assume we're all good with Boston being the contender.
Yeah.
Not a play-in team.
Yeah.
I'll put them.
I have their record after the All-Star break. It was 11 and 13.
It was what?
It was 11 and 13.
So yeah, below 500. To me, they're a team that can't have an injury. They don't have enough enough depth to have an injury.
Not rocking with first team all role player.
Not rock. I do love him. I do love some Mikal, and I like some Cam Johnson, even though he got a payday. I'm taking the Hornets. I mean, I'll keep repeating it, but
Dibo.
So yeah, if it makes sense, and then I prefer moving Hornets to the playing spot.
All right, I don't have an issue with it.
lovely.
Yeah.
I think that's solid. I think that's a solid list.
But we got 4 teams in the playoff spot.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's
No, it's
7.
not.
So that would be 7. And so who's
You have to
okay.
move a team down to rebuilding.
Yeah.
Mm,
I would move move Toronto and rebuilding, and then put the Pacers in the plane. Put the Pacers in the plane, in my opinion.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can put the Pacers in the plan.
I would rather have the Heat in the play-in.
As it stands right now. But then we move the Hornets right back to the mid.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
have an issue. I don't have an issue with this.
Okay.
That looks good to me.
Cavs, Bucks, Celtics, and contenders. Sixers, Pacers, Knicks as playoff teams. Hawks, Pistons, Magic, Heat as play-in. Nets, Chicago, and Charlotte as the mid. Rebuilding, Washington and Toronto.
Yeah, that's solid. That's solid to me.
I like it.
That's solid to me.
All right.
All right, let's get the Western
Moving on to
Conference
the
out of the way then.
West. Dallas Mavericks.
Can we come back
Mid.
to Dallas, or do we want to do them right now? Wait, what did you say? Mid?
Yeah, mid.
You said mid?
Get the hell out of
Yeah.
here! Get the
Mid.
hell. The Grant Williams hate is so undeserved.
How
They
am I
still-
hating Grant Williams?
Don't forget they still have They still have the best backcourt in the league.
Okay, and what was that last year?
Well, now they have the rotational pieces to help them.
Let's see. Dante Exum as what the Ntilikina replacement. Don't care. Seth Curry's cool.
Seth Curry
Tim Hardaway
hooped
Jr.
when he was back, when he was
Right.
on the Mavs.
Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't like him at all.
He's a good 6 man.
I don't. No, you can find other scoring guards in the
Okay.
league. Like,
This is their starting lineup. They got Luka and Kyrie, Josh Green, Grant Williams, and Derek Lively. Off the bench, they have Jaden Hardy, Tim Hardaway Jr., Seth Curry, and then what bigs do they have? Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell. That's a playoff team to me.
I think that is a playoff team.
I think that's a playoff team, Divo.
I like
don't-
Derek Lively in there.
Oh, Derek Lively was a very good pick for them. I love
Yeah,
Derek
at
Lively.
12, that's a good pick.
Bro, that's not moving me. I'm sorry.
Bro, Seth Curry's a great ad. We know what Seth Curry will bring.
I know I'm not gonna beat the allegations for me hating on this man, but are you really gonna expect Grant Williams to be the guy, the 3-and-D glue guy, to
Yes.
be the main piece in that
I
defense?
100%.
I think
I'm unbiased in
Hell
this, in
no.
this
I
conversation.
think
Hell
on the
no.
Mavs system, he won't be bad.
Just a reminder,
Oh.
last time Seth Curry played with Luka Doncic, he averaged 13 points or 12 points on 45% from three. So exactly what they need from him. Grant Williams is a career, I think it's 39% from three, and we know what he brings on defense. And then Josh Green is always just a good hustle player. Kenny for real all-star, if you know what that is. So, I mean, everybody here likes Josh Green. I don't have to point that out to anybody. And then you're literally you brought guys in that literally fit what you need, whether it's 3-point shooting or whether it's defense. You checked those off the list. So for me, I thought that the Mavericks had one of the better off seasons among teams in the league, and I think they're a playoff team next year.
Yeah, I think they're in that 5 or 6 spot, maybe. That's
Yeah.
probably what I would have them.
Yeah.
Bro, nah,
Leaning
man,
towards
bro.
6.
Nah. If they're making the playoffs, in my opinion, they gotta get out the mud through the play-in. Like 7th, 8th seed.
We'll see. We'll go through this and we'll see. Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not that high on that Mavs team, man. I'm really not.
Hopefully so. Nuggets contenders. We don't gotta waste time on.
Kidding. All right. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. Reigning champs, you can't. If you have the reigning champs outside of contenders, you're ridiculous.
Wait, but Owen, do you have any fear of with them not making any moves in free agency? Do you have any fear of them like taking a step back?
I don't.
Okay.
I think our second-year players in Christian Brown and Peyton Watson are going to have massive improvement this year.
You see what Peyton Watson did in that summer league?
Oh my god, bro! I am so excited to see
what he's going to bring. Two times his dunks got blocked.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I'm fine.
That happens to everyone.
I'm fine.
But no, Peyton Watson. Oh, he's going to be so good. He's obviously a little bit bigger than Bruce Brown, but I think he'll fill in that Bruce Brown role almost to a T.
But he's not shooting the ball like Bruce. Yeah. Right. But he got good defense. He got very good defense.
Yeah, I'd venture even to say that he's got better defense than Bruce.
I mean, yeah, but when you got 15 as the main guy, you're gonna be you're gonna be in the mix.
Yeah, I mean, our starting lineup hasn't changed, and what was our starting lineup as we got towards Western Conference Finals and the finals was they were all getting like 43 minutes or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed. Everyone's
going
to be there.
Shout out MPJ. One of the only stars I've seen go on a Taylor Rook show and not talk crazy.
Yeah, dude. And I expect MPJ to have a breakout season. Or, I mean, yeah, I think breakout's the right term.
Yeah, we've had this talk before.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean breakout season?
So he averaged 17 points per game this previous season.
Yeah.
Dude, I could see him going up to 21, 22.
No?
Damn.
No.
Hey, this man hating, bro.
How am I hating?
You're hating.
As the third option, or you have Aaron Gordon. No, I'm sorry, no.
Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is that third option for me. I'm like
17.
Not necessarily. Yeah. Not necessarily the third option on offense, but he's their third best player to me. I told you. I remember watching a game last year when. Who are the commentators for the Nuggets? It's Scott Hastings and
Chris Marlowe. Shout out them boys. They
were playing the Thunder, and they had Jokic, Murray on the court, and Aaron Gordon checked back in. I can't remember who he took out, but they're like, Aaron Gordon comes back in to complete the big three. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that because to me, he is that third piece for them.
Call me crazy, big four.
It's Fantastic Four, first and foremost.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four. Yeah, that works better.
I wouldn't say big four. It's just a duo, and then you got the other role players, the other supporting pieces.
I don't know. I would just say that they have the best starting lineup in the league.
Oh, yeah without question.
I would just say that was the best starting lineup in the league.
I mean, bro, I feel like people throw out the term big
best
three
duo
to,
and best starting lineup.
Yeah, but as I was saying, I feel like the term big three is being like thrown too loosely, too much.
That's true.
Especially recently.
I think like the perfect example of a big three where you want like three guys who are all great, three guys who are damn near close to all-stars is like Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and Jalen Brunson.
No, not what Matt said. That's not what a big three is. That's not what a big three is at all.
Has Dibo.
I would consider it. It was never a big three in Boston. It was a big two. It was a duo.
I'm saying what you have right now. KP, JT.
Yeah, you guys might have a big three now in Boston.
I'm saying that's like a definition of a big three to me.
But in my opinion, for a
KD,
big three,
Beal, and Book.
Yeah, that's a true definition of a big three. It's have three all-stars.
Do the Cavs have a big
textbook
three?
Definition.
Do the Cavs have a big three?
If Mobley takes the leap, then yeah, maybe. They just have a duo.
They do have a duo, a backcourt duo. Let's move on to Memphis then.
Oh, dude, Memphis is weird.
They're a playoff team for me. I'll say that. They're a playoff
team.
I like them in the playoff spot. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, maybe
closer to contender than not.
Yeah, I do think that they need a better three to replace because I feel like now they're a bit small. Because they're going to go out with Ja Morant, Marcus Smart, and then Desmond Bain. And Desmond Bain is like what 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah,
so it's just a very small team, which I don't love.
Yeah, but it fits in our high-paced play style, though.
But then again, Marcus Smart also plays bigger than he is.
True.
That is also very true.
That is true.
True that.
Yeah. The Josh suspension, of course, it hurts them a lot, especially earlier in the year when teams are starting to, gel with new additions, key signings as well. But with the coaching they have, led by Taylor Jenkins, and the depth, of course, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bain, Marcus Smart, I'm very high on. Santi Aldama, Xavier Tillman, David Roddy. They have enough pieces.
That's right.
Yeah, they have enough pieces to hold the fort down when Josh suspended. So I'm not worried about Memphis. They're still going to be around that mix.
Yeah, they'll probably be a playoff team when Josh comes back. That's my guess. Shout out Dibo. Minnesota. Based off Cat's comments, contender.
Oh, 100%. I want to put them in plan.
Yeah, I think plan's.
I think they're right back where they were.
I think plan is a good spot for them.
I mean, Ant is special.
Ant's insane.
I love Ant, but I don't know what they can do much better, to be honest.
I mean, they might be a playoff team. And my only thinking is this.
the thing with putting them in the playoffs is they have to beat out the other teams.
But here's the thing. Is they had a record last season. They were 42-40. They were the 8th seed, but that was with Cat missing like 3 months of the season.
Yeah, he did miss a big part of the year.
I understand that we like to make jokes about Cat, but Cat is getting them 3 wins. Cat is getting them into a playoff spot if he's healthy last year. So I think that they're a playoff team. I think that they're closer to that play-in spot, but I think they're a playoff team.
You think they're better than the Lakers?
No, I think Lakers are a contender this year. I really do.
I agree with that as well.
I love this Lakers roster. To me, but it's hard because here's the thing, and to me, there's like 3 or 4 more teams that could be playoffs. I see the Thunder. I see the Kings. I see the Warriors, the Clippers. There's a lot of teams that could be in that playoff spot. So then again, is it like
that's the thing? That's why I can't put the T-Wolves there yet.
I say we put them playing now, and if we need to, we can move them.
Spurs,
rebuild.
I think they're mid.
No. They got Wemby, but they don't got anything else to me. They need to surround Wemby with some spacing, and that's the problem. Keldon Johnson, although he shot 40% from 3 2 years ago, last year he shot 33% from 3, and that was just because they didn't have a main facilitator. I think Devin Vassell is honestly the second best player on this team next year. And Jeremy Sohan, I really like Jeremy Sohan, but he's not going to be able to space that far.
I actually don't hate the rebuilding spot.
I think they're rebuilding. I think one more year in that top 3, top 5 pick, and then they'll be better.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. Dibo?
Maybe they be in a playing consideration, depending how well Wemby does with his rookie year. But
Wemby's going to take time to adjust. Wemby's also not my rookie of the year.
No,
We'll get into that. We haven't talked about that team yet.
Yeah, I already know who you're talking about.
You already know. It's Wemby 2.0.
Yeah, but as you guys were saying, when you look at the Spurs young core, it's just Wemby and Sohan that I'm very high on. Those 2 guys, that front court.
Don't hate on Devin Vassell.
I mean, I like Devin Vassell, but he isn't really a high ceiling compared to the other 2 guys I mentioned. So
no, he doesn't. But his spacing is going to be crucial for them.
Yeah.
Jazz rebuild.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the 2 teams. No.
Hey,
Mid.
Jazz rebuilding?
Mid. There's another team here that has to be rebuilding, Owen.
I got them making like at least the play-in.
Nah.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're making
Look
at
at
least
the West, bro. There's too many teams for
bro.
them to make the play-in.
Bro, this team was in play-in contention, right? Play-in contention for the majority of the year. It was until like the last month of the season where there was like, oh yeah, we kind of fucked up with taking this for this season, and so they just gave up. But and with what I'm seeing right now from the squad, right? Marketing? They got John Collins for basically nothing. Walker Kessler, as you know, I'm very high on, and you guys too are high on as well.
Right.
Taylor Hendricks.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick
as well. I like that pick as well. Their bench is very solid. I think Chris Dunn, he's gonna be a good backup one.
Boy,
he was solid.
I respect role players, and I'm not even high on Chris Dunn.
So you're gonna guess of Grant and other people, but when I do it, I'm wrong.
Nah, here's the difference.
I'm being that's
nah. Chris Dunn is how old?
Like
29?
28, 29, around
29. And I don't know. But here's the thing, like Grant Williams is 24 and has shown like to do it in the playoffs. Chris Dunn has shown to be a quality backup point guard.
Damn, Grant Williams is young, dude.
Grant Williams is a young 3-and-D wing. I would not have a
bro. I'm telling you, he was good in that starting role last year, Chris Dunn.
But think about it this way. We talked about how the West was relatively weak last year and how we're expecting a lot of those teams to be better. And you're predicting a team where – let's just talk about the West point guards, right? You have Jamal Murray. You have John Morant. Steph Curry. Dame for right now. CJ McCollum. De'Aaron Fox, Shea, right? And you're taking a team with Chris Dunn to be in the play-in. They have to be in the
mid. So you want him here.
I want the mid. I want the mid because Portland has to be in the rebuilding for me.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Portland has to be in the rebuilding for me.
Yeah, for me, Utah, they're gonna at least be around that play-in mix.
I would not be surprised if they're 11, 12 seed.
I'm thinking 12.
That won't surprise me. But yeah, mid to me sounds good.
Dog, do not sleep on a Danny Ainge rebuilding team, as history has shown. Oh, hey man, dog. Yo, it took 1 year from Boston to the Celtics to go from a bottom dweller team to being at least a playoff team within like a season. So I wouldn't be surprised if Utah made the playoffs as well.
I could see Utah tanking again. Because you remember there was that one GM that had a comment like, we're going to look back at this year and regret not tanking. Something tells me that was Danny Ainge. And something tells me he might want to amend that mistake next season.
I don't think, bro. Hey, you got to build a culture at some point. And I think with the young pieces they have, like I mentioned before, Kessler, Kendricks, Keontae George. I'm high on.
I love that pick too. They had a very good draft. Very good draft. He's been killing the summer league.
Yeah, he could surprise a lot of people with him being in those Rookie of the Year talks next season. But I'm like, with the rebuilding team, the earlier you get playoff experience, or at least games where late in the season where they matter and you're competing, bro, it's invaluable. Like, you need that.
Dibo, where did Keontae George go to college?
Baylor.
Good man. So just had to make sure you knew.
Yeah.
All right.
Up Big 12.
Clippers are an interesting team. Where are we putting the Clip gang? Clip gang, dude. Don't bang.
I don't know, dude.
Is Kawhi back? Kawhi, when is he coming back next season?
I have no clue.
Kawhi comes back where he wants to.
I think playing. They've showed that even without Kawhi, they're still a playing team.
I think so.
No, like the Clippers have a lot of questions right now. Of course, PG, Kawhi, those two's health. Ty Lue, his situation.
Ty Lue's a good coach. Don't hate.
No. But I'm saying, like, last year, right? There was obviously some things going on.
That was personal life. That came out later.
Yeah. No. And like he said, there are rumors of him possibly resigning from his position as head coach. So you add those two factors together. Again, they're not getting any younger. It's just still an older core, and we've seen this before. Last year against the Suns. When the game speeds up and them going against a high octane offense, a team that likes to push the pace and stuff like that. They struggled. They struggled a lot, and yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard for them to convince me that they're gonna be a title contender this year.
I don't know. I don't know about title contender, but I think playing for sure.
I think yeah.
I think PG will be back game 1 of the season because his injury was supposed to have him back. Like if they made it to the second round or conference finals.
Yeah.
Russ took a very big pay cut, which I love when players do that and they try to win. And the last time we've seen PG play with Russ, he was playing at an MVP level. Russ looked phenomenal in the playoffs. I'm a big fan of Zubac. And Ty Lue has shown that he will get you to the playoffs in the regular season. He's just like Spo in that way, where no matter what you give him, he'll get you to that eight seed minimum. So I got to take them.
Yeah, I like Clippers playing for sure. I don't think they're anything higher. With like Dibo said, like with all their question marks.
Fair.
Dibo, you got them good with the plan?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Phoenix Suns, I don't think there's a question. They're contenders.
Yeah, for me as well.
They've had a phenomenal offseason. They've worked with absolutely nothing and have brought on great pieces.
Yeah.
Which I'm very astonished by.
Yeah.
It's because a lot of their pieces, when I was listening to the JJ Redick podcast and he had on Brian Windhorst, I learned that when you give a minimum player a second-year player option, it's the same as giving them a no-trade clause. So it's like, hey, you want to come to Phoenix where, yeah, you'll be on a minimum, but you have a no-trade clause. You'll have the option to be picked up next year. Great weather. You could play golf in January. Taxes are low. And you get to play with KD, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. It's pretty enticing.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
It's pretty enticing. So, contender for me.
I don't. For me, again, they're one of my winners for this offseason. Them being able to get, solid enough bench pieces like Watanabe, Drew Eubanks,
Eric Gordon. Nice
Eric Gordon as well, Keita Bates-Diop, guys that, while I'm not sure in a playoff series they're going to be relied on as much, but in an 82-game regular season, like that's a fine bench to go back on.
Yeah, I agree
for sure. The Suns are going to be good. This is, I think you're looking at your 1-2 right here.
The 1 and 2? Nah,
I don't know how they're going to do in the regular season. I don't know how Phoenix is going to do in the regular season.
Injuries could play a big factor.
Yeah, that's
their durability. Yeah,
because KD's missed time the last 2 years. Bradley Beal played less than 50% of the season last year, and like Devin Booker's really the only constant. But I mean, he's been injured. He got injured for like a 2-month stretch last year.
Yeah, that groin injury against the Nuggets, right?
Yeah, on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to him, huh?
Right. What a gift. All right, Portland rebuilding,
but exciting rebuilding.
Very exciting. Shaden Sharp and Scoot. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a nasty.
Who was killing the mid range?
Yeah, that's true, but they really looked into rebuild all those years trying to contend with Dame and CJ and failing at it, just to luck into a trio of Scoot, Anthony Simons, and Shaden Sharp. But you can't have you can't have a better rebuild than that.
Just got to trade Dame for that front court piece now.
Yeah, like all you gotta do is just trade Dame for a bunch of first and you're set. Just don't do anything else. Just don't do anything stupid.
Get that Paul George package?
Hell no. Bro, it's over.
Yeah, it is.
You already got your main young core for the future. Like it's over. Just trade Dame for picks. That's all you gotta do. Like you have to be a complete idiot to fuck this up if you're Portland.
I don't know. I mean, that might be harder. That might be hard for them to do. But we'll see. Moving on to Sacramento. I'm gonna say playing.
Oh,
playoffs.
I have them in the playoff spot. I think they can only go forward from where they were.
Hold on. I'm trying to look at the teams we have left because I see one Gary. I want to go play in. Personally,
I see a contender, the very solid contender. I see 2 play-in teams.
Hold on.
And
So
then
we all
2
agree Lakers are
mid-teams.
contender, right? We all agree.
Yes.
Lakers are contender.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd
We'll go
see
back to that
Warriors
later.
as a playoff team.
I have Warriors in the
Playing
play.
team.
Okay, that's fine.
Playing
That's
team.
fine. So then that's fine. Then that's fine to have Sacramento in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Sacramento is going to be better than the Warriors.
That's fair.
Um,
That's fair. Thunder playoff team.
Playoff?
Playoff.
We
They'll
already
be a top
have
6
3.
seed. Oh.
nah. Move Sacramento down to the play-in.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, no.
No.
I'll move Dallas down to a playing spot.
Oh, okay. Well, Dallas is staying in the playoffs for me.
Bro, I think you're
Nah.
way. I
The
think you're
Thunder
way
have
too
to
high
be a
on the
playoff team for me.
How am I way too high on the Thunder, bro? They made the play-in and won a play-in game with no big, and they're gonna get their big back.
And then
Who's
they
my
got
rookie
their
of the
ass
year?
kicked.
Who's my rookie of the year?
He was no big against
They
a
got their
front court team. That was
ass
a
kicked.
horrible. That was schematically. It was a horrible matchup to begin with.
Yes.
Yeah,
They weren't
Rudy playing
even
Rudy and
supposed to be
Cat
in that
playing
position.
Rudy and Cat with no big.
Yeah, Jalen Williams. What's a bunch of Chargers gonna do against a front court of Rudy Gobert and Cat? Nothing.
And now you
And
get
they
an
got blown
extra
up
year
because
of
of
Shea.
that.
You get an extra year of development from Josh Giddey, extra year of development from J-Dub. You bring Chet back, who Chet might not have the crazy year we think, but he'll at least be a defensive anchor for that team, which is more than they had. And you still have a very solid rotational bench. And then they bring in a veteran. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody that they brought in.
They don't need vets. They don't need vets.
I
They got
100%
guys
They
that
brought in Patty Mills.
That'll clock in and clock out. They traded
They
him
did
already.
trade him. You're
They
right.
traded him. 4 teams in 10 days for Patty Mills. Shout out.
Bro, nah. But at the same time, bro, they don't need no vets. I know they.
That's
I believe
a
this got
horrible
Rudy
take.
Gay.
That's my problem, though.
They just got Rudy Gay. They just got Rudy Gay, I believe, but they don't need no vets. They don't need no vets.
That's a horrible
that
take,
they don't.
Dibo.
That they don't need no vets.
Young teams need vets.
How is it
That's a
horrible?
fact. That's a fact. Darius Garland has gone on
That's
to
why
JoJo's.
I have them here in the play-in. I don't. The lack of veteran leadership, I think, is going to show.
I don't know. I mean, it hasn't showed yet, really. I mean, you guys are excited about the Rockets. People are excited about the Magic and the Pistons. Those teams don't really have a veteran presence, and yet those teams have
And
never
look where
shown
they are,
anything.
right where the Thunder are.
But they haven't shown anything. The Thunder have already exceeded where we're expecting them to be.
But there's at least a culture being involved with OKC,
Yeah.
and they have the star caliber player that is capable enough to elevate a team's ceiling.
Do we count Lou Dort and Kenrich Williams as vets? I think those are vets. Those aren't vets. Lou Dort's been in the league for a minute.
Yeah.
Same with Kenrich Williams has been bounced around the league a couple of times. Been in the league for a while.
I think to have the Thunder over Sacramento is fucking crack.
Correct. It's correct.
I'm easily taking OKC over Sacramento.
Oh, I think you guys are so wrong.
Bro, you think the Kings are gonna damn near win 50 games again this year?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
I don't see it.
I think
the only way the Kings can go is up this season.
Bro.
Up? So that's a 2 or a 1 seed because they were the 3 seed last year.
I'm saying like they can be better than they were. That doesn't mean that like they're going to be a better seed. I just think they can be better than they were.
Like record wise or just in the playoffs?
However you want to look at it, just better.
I'm asking you. You're the one saying they're going to be better.
Yeah, I'm saying they can be better in both. They have potential to be better in both.
I don't know. They had 48 wins last year. I don't know if they're doing that again.
They're not, bro. I'm sorry, but no. If you look at the West,
how do you think they're not doing that again, bro? It's like the first time
because
they've ever done.
Bro,
you think it was just a crazy fluke?
I'm not, bro. I'm kind of leaning towards that. I'm sorry, but they're still gonna be a very solid team. But when you look at the West and how it was structured last year, the Suns, they went through big changes near the trade deadline. They were trying to gel together. The Lakers, same thing. LeBron, 80, they missed it. They missed huge chunks of the regular season. The Grizzlies, they had they were a top 2 seed, but with Ja suspension, with Ja being Ja, that whole stuff going on. The Clippers, the Warriors, that stuff going on as well. The Mavericks, who you guys potentially a playing team, they were going through some things. Made the move for Kyrie. The roster was completely out of whack, bro. I'm telling you, man, they're not gonna be in that same position.
Bro, that's actually, I think you're actually crazy.
No, I think the Thunder have to be a playoff team. I just think they have to. One of the best coaches in the league too. I know we talk about Mike Brown for the Kings, but Mark Daigneault for the Thunder has to be a top coach in the league. And then they're just so talented. They're so talented.
So talented and so young.
I mean, but it's like the Kings' wing positions scare me a lot because outside of King and Murray, I don't really like any of their wings.
I don't know, like you running it back with Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes.
No.
Chimezie Metu don't move me. Trey Lyles was hooping in the playoffs, but
he sure was. But also, you got to think. You think Sabonis is gonna have another flop of a playoffs like he did?
Yes.
Yes. Playoffs, yes. Regular season, he'll always be good.
Yeah, in the regular season, you can close by with Sabonis being your number 2 player offensively, but in the playoffs, no.
Yeah, we saw that in the bubble when he was with the Pacers and they got swept by the Heat, and then we saw that this year as well.
Bro, the man is going to turn 28 next season. Like, this is who he is. It's who he is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know. The defense that they played too was just kind of like, it kind of let you know, like they didn't defend him. Draymond Green was giving him all the space he wanted as long as he didn't go inside the paint, and he was turning down those open looks. Like wasn't even looking at the rim when he had the ball outside the paint, which is it's not a good thing if that's your number 2 option. And and it's not Shaq.
We are in a democracy here, so
lovely.
But I'll be laughing when the Thunder aren't as good as you guys think they are. Come to 82 games on.
And if they are,
I'll admit I'm wrong. I have no issue with it, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong.
Lovely. So
Are you sure that you're going to admit that you're wrong?
Yeah, I have no problem doing that.
Clip it, Dibo.
I don't know about that.
Gladly.
Next 2 teams in the mid. Last 2 teams in the mid.
Yeah, no issue with it.
The Pelicans in the mid.
Oh no, they still got. They got a lot of questions for me.
Brandon Ingram's unwillingness to play through minor inconveniences.
They gotta be a playing team. I feel like, right or no?
But who are you dropping down?
That's the problem.
Exactly.
The Clippers.
I don't think so. Okay, think about it like this: the Clippers and the Pelicans are both very question mark teams, right?
Yes.
But the Clippers have better players.
But Kawhi's probably gone for the season next year.
What?
He tore his ACL. He tore his ACL in the playoffs.
What?
This year?
Against the Suns. Wasn't that the injury?
No, it wasn't.
What was it then?
I think. What are you on about, bro?
I know for a fact it was an ACL tear.
I swear it was.
It
was something related to his left knee.
Yeah, he tore his meniscus.
Oh, meniscus. Then he'll be back by season.
That's what I'm saying.
He'll be back by. Damn, then they might be a playoff team.
I don't know, but still, like you can't. Bro, can you rely on Kawhi and PG to stay healthy for an 82?
This was from 19 days ago. Kawhi expected to be 100% by camp.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why because if you think you're gonna be the one dropping the Clippers down, but
Kawhi was healthy last year, by the way.
Same question marks.
Kawhi was pretty healthy last year, by the way. He played like 60-something games or close to it.
Did he really?
Yes.
Feels like he played way less than that.
No, I got it right here. I'll pull it up.
He played 52.
52.
That's still more than it felt like.
52. They had who's their 4 next year? Is it Rocco still? Rocco, Marcus Morris, Nick Batum rotation?
I think so.
Or they bring somebody in?
On ESPN, It still says Nick Batum's the 4, but nah, they're not gonna start Kenyon Martin Jr. there. He's too small.
Yeah. They could start Kawhi there, I guess.
No, you can't start Kawhi at the 4. At his age, you can't start him at the 4.
But you want to start Nick Batum at the 4?
In his prime, bro. In his prime, no, in his prime, Kawhi could start at the 4, but no.
I mean, I guess this list doesn't look horrible.
I have no issue with the way this list is right now.
Man, we got Nuggets, Suns, Lakers being contenders at the East. I'm very high on LA.
West.
Yeah, LA is probably the second favorite for me out of the West.
I'm very high on LA.
That's crazy.
Over the Suns?
They're easily the second best team.
Over
the Suns?
Yeah.
Yes.
They might not have the star power of the top 3, but they got the rotation around them.
Bro, I got Danny on FaceTime. Do you want me to call Danny right now? I'm gonna pull him up right now.
If Danny's your Lakers source, you're crazy. With all due respect.
Yo, Danny. Can you hear me?
No, it's Wanny. As far as this podcast knows, it's Wanny.
Nah, bro, we're recording right now.
Yes,
no, bro. I got a question. So, where do you have the Lakers being in the Western Conference next year?
Top 5 at least, hopefully.
Okay, so do you have them being better than the Nuggets?
No.
As far as like contenders goes, how high are they out of the West?
You know, because they don't really. As long as they have the fat boy wearing 15, they'll be cool, bro.
Oh, okay.
They'll be top 3 for sure. I expect this to be top 5 at least. You know, I'm already accounting for injury, like with AD and Brown.
Yeah.
The top 5 seems reasonable.
All right, then what about Phoenix?
Top 5 as well. Anywhere in there.
Okay, so will LA be better than Phoenix?
Maybe. Perhaps. You know what? I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to say that we'll be the 4-5 matchup. No, we won't be the 4-5 matchup because they're going to be the 3 seed. We'll be the 4th seed.
NBA would never do that. NBA would never do that because KD and Brown would not play in the first round.
That's true. All right.
Was y'all having the GOAT debate?
Nah.
This dude's actually so funny.
Wait, are you on air right now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Like, they can hear me?
No, we're not live, but like we're recording.
It literally says live in the top corner.
All right, any more questions for me, bro? Y'all having a heated discussion about that boy, that freaky ass nigga?
Who?
The freak.
Which one?
The freak in Houston. Well, you're gonna say which one again, right? Jalen Green, bro.
Oh, Jalen Green. We got the.
When he said the freak, I thought he was talking about Zion.
I thought he was talking about Zion too.
Okay. Hey. All right, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna call y'all later.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. I got the Lakers over the Suns. I think that the Suns might have the top end talent with KD, Book, and Beal compared to Brown and AD on the Lakers, but I think just the positional value of the Lakers, whether it's you go down their depth chart, they have Dibo and Gabe Vincent at the 1. They have Reeves and who's their backup too? Max Christie? Is it gonna be Max Christie this year?
I'm not sure actually.
I'm trying to think if they brought anybody, but they have Braun at the 3, Vanderbilt, Torian Prince at the 4, and then AD at the 5. That's not a bad team.
No,
not a bad team. Oh, Rui at the 4. Not Torian Prince.
Yeah.
Come on now. I don't know.
Wait,
the Suns like because we were talking about it, like they had good offseason signings, but we don't know how they'll perform come playoff time. Like the Lakers had good offseason signings that we know will perform come playoff time. Rui performs. Obviously, he was probably one of the better players against the Nuggets. Same with Austin Reeves. Gabe Vincent was instrumental towards the Miami Heat making the finals. But it's like for the Lakers, like Yuta wasn't even playing for the Brooklyn Nets in that first playoff series that they had. Eric Gordon was getting PT, but he didn't look great against the Phoenix Suns. Who else? Drew Eubanks, no playoffs because the Portland Trail Blazers didn't make playoffs. Although I think Drew Eubanks will get minutes over DeAndre Ayton come playoff time. Similar to Jacques Landale thing. Similar to Jacques Landale thing.
Fair enough. Going back to LA, I don't think they're gonna. Oh, in a 7-game series versus Denver, I don't know if they'll beat them.
They're not winning.
I would have Denver in that matchup, but hey, man, for a team that made all those moves in the trade deadline, getting all those key guys in, and becoming one of the best teams in an instant, and add the fact that in the offseason they got even better. I'm still gonna be very high on this Lakers team.
Yeah. No, the Lakers to me are the second best team. They had the best offseason in the NBA though. I think best free agency period.
That's true. Shout out Rob Pelinka.
Shout out.
So I don't know how he does it, but
who is it? Rob Lowe? Is that the actor?
You still haven't seen Rob Pelinka and Rob Lowe in the same
No, that's not true. I sent a pic to the chat. They were at a game and they did a side by side. Lakers.
Actually, I do kind of remember
that. They had to confirm that they're different people.
No, actually, you know what they did is the magic of editing.
Magic of editing.
Editing. That's crazy. That's crazy.
They just edited one of them side by side.
Oh, and are you watching soccer next year once it comes on?
Not a chance.
Oh, Messi just pulled up in Miami today. I just saw a video. True. Yeah.
We got
it's
sold.
Crazy how it's not changing anything about my day.
Oh.
No.
Hey, man.
Classic low.
Hey, when soccer MLS becomes more popular than hockey, I'm gonna give you a call and talk to you about that because that's gonna happen in a few years from now. So
no, I respect hockey, but better than NFL probably.
Fuck no. I think MLS will be top 4 soon. Within the next decade.
Jump in MLB.
Oh, 100%, bro. Baseball's falling off.
Yeah.
And it's falling off fast.
Yeah. Look.
But, what can you do?
I can't.
I don't watch either.
if it clears. Well, it's a side-by-side of Rob Pelinka and Rob Lowe at the Lakers game. And I said we finally have an answer.
Yeah.
But no, MLS is interesting. Yeah. I was talking more like watching Prem because Man U's about to win it next year.
Y'all suck. Man City gonna win it every year.
No.
Unfortunately.
No.
It's gonna be like
none of theirs count. None of theirs count.
Why does none of this count?
Because it's just money buy. Do you count money buying titles? I don't.
I'm feeling salt. I'm feeling salt from the computer screen.
I think it would be easy for most people to spend $500 billion to win. That's just me though. I think if you don't win when you spend $500 million, it's a disappointment. I think that's the bare minimum.
But doesn't Man U spend shit tons of money every year though?
Not really.
Owen.
Not really. Didn't we get Ronaldo on a free? Or how much was Ronaldo?
Okay, but didn't you pay 80, 90 mils for Maguire?
Well, that was a bad transfer. We spent a ton on Anthony. That was a bad transfer.
That was another bad transfer.
But Casemiro was a free, I think. Casemiro is insane. Lisandro Martinez was a good bit of business. Lovely bit of business. He's insane. Onana was how much? 60? Isn't that what it's reported as?
I don't even know the price.
Onana. Who else we just got somebody. Why am I forgetting his name? Who's our other big signing? Oh, Mason Mount. 55.
Mid.
Nah.
Fine.
Owen, tell me something.
What's up?
Let's say the Nuggets, right? Let's say, because they don't do this for NBA, but let's say the Nuggets have a young prospect, right? Or actually, no, the Nuggets are a bad example. Let's say the Pistons, right? The Pistons have a young prospect who wins Player of the Year 2 out of the last 3 years, right?
Yep.
And Player of the Year 2 out of the last 3 years. He gets called up to the national team plays very well for the national team, gets the national team to the finals of whatever tournament they're in, but they lose, but still to the finals. And then last year, when the Pistons have one of the worst seasons, let's say they finish like 15, like they did last year, and that was total rankings of the NBA. Let's say they finished 25th. Okay.
Yep.
And that's one of the worst years ever in the history of the Pistons. Is that young player to blame? Is that young player bad for that? Or is that just a bad organization on a bad year?
I don't know, because I like, especially for something like soccer, because that's what you're alluding to, obviously.
Right.
I have zero bias whatsoever, but also zero knowledge. So I feel like I would just need to know more, because there's always more to the story.
Okay, so I'll give you more.
Because obviously it sounds good. It sounds good.
I'll give you more.
I'll give you
more. Troy Weaver, the Pistons GM, right?
Okay.
He brings in, so let's say this player is a point guard, right? And Troy Weaver brings in all these big names from around the world. Let's say he brings in probably 10. I think that's a good ratio, Dibo. 10 other backcourt players. And now as your young player of the year, you see this and you're probably in your head. You're probably second guessing yourself. You're probably losing confidence. Would you blame that on the young player? Me personally, I wouldn't. Dibo, I think I did a pretty good job contextualizing it. Did I not?
I guess pretty much, yeah.
So Owen, tell me.
It doesn't sound or it doesn't sound like the player's fault.
Interesting. Maybe it's a steal for Man United.
Whatever. Liverpool
was a good signing.
Liverpool winning the Prem and Europa League, so I'm not losing sleep over that.
Bro,
we gonna win some trophies. We gonna win some titles. Y'all aren't. So,
bro, you're bragging about winning the G League.
It's still a major European title. It's still a major European title. It's a forsaken thing. It's been going around for years.
We just have to get Owen to like soccer.
It's never gonna happen.
It's
sorry.
so disappointing. It's so cultureless.
We're gonna force you to. It's the same thing as hockey. It's the same.
Do you watch golf? Hockey. Do you watch golf?
Do I?
Yes.
I watched the U.S. Open.
Do you watch F1?
I watched Monaco.
If you're watching those, you should be watching soccer.
Yeah, bro. If you can sit down and watch golf, I'm pretty sure you can watch a full 90-minute soccer game.
Hold on. The difference is though, like, I becoming a golfer myself, I'm understanding it and watching it in terms of me wanting to better my game.
He watching it like film. Unacceptable.
Yeah, but like, whereas like soccer, I don't play soccer. I never have. I probably never will.
No, you're not gonna understand this joke, Owen. But if you want to watch soccer and golf at the same time, just watch some Gareth Bale highlights.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
Oh no, that was me thinking about golf. My bad. I was getting a little sleepy, man. Shoot, I was getting mad tired. And shout out Tiger Woods though. Salute.
Yeah, shout out Tiger Woods for sure.
No,
yes, sir.
Hold on. There's a spider on my wall right next to me. I'll be right back.
Well, okay. Golf over soccer. That's criminal.
That's crazy, bro. Why? I don't know. Like sitting down watching a whole golf tournament for a day, man. I don't know about that. No, I've tried over the years. I can't do it.
Did you like Topgolf?
I did like Topgolf. Like, golf is a fun sport to play, but watch, no.
I 100% agree. No. Owen was on the course too. I was a little bit jealous, I can't lie. Because the course is the place to be. Mm. Hold on, I'm trying to look this up for us right now. Okay. I have this. The top 10 most popular sports in the world. You want to try to get it?
Yeah. See, American football
is not on the list.
Damn. Soccer,
Soccer is number 1.
basketball,
Is number 7.
rugby.
Number 9.
Okay. I'm gonna say boxing.
Boxing did not make the list.
Okay. Baseball,
Baseball's number 8.
hockey.
Hockey's number 3.
Okay, so how many do I have now?
You need number 2, number 4, number 6, number 5, and number 10. So I think 5 left.
I said rugby, right?
Yep, you got rugby.
Okay.
Think global sports. Think like
Tennis.
tennis is
Golf
number 4.
or golf. Wait, what?
We're doing top 10 sports in the world.
And the soccer's number 1.
Soccer's number 1. He has hockey at the 3, tennis at the 4, basketball at the 7, baseball at the 8, and rugby at the 9.
Cricket's number 2.
Cricket is number 2. So now
Damn.
you need number 5. I'll give you number 6 because it's similar. It was table tennis. You said tennis. So now you need number
Volleyball.
5. Volleyball was number 5. Now you need
Okay.
number 10.
Is football number 5?
No. Volleyball was number 5. You got it.
Oh, I thought you said volleyball was number 10.
No. Now you need number 10.
Oh.
Fuck.
Is football number 10?
No.
Snowboarding.
No.
Damn it. Oh, swimming.
No.
Damn. Gotta think.
I'm trying to think.
It's curling.
Think of Saudi Arabia. Think about what they're putting money into sports.
Oil. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Is it golf?
It is golf. It is golf. Live golf.
Yeah, bro. Live golf fucking buying PGA is crazy.
Well,
They
PGA
have
bent the knee
so
too.
much money. Holy cow.
Bro, PGA bent the knee too. They was like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna be in talks with them about merging." And out of nowhere, they just fucking did.
Because they got an offer so crazy you can't resist it.
Oh man, dog. But you pissed off all of your.
Yeah.
golfers
I know
in
that.
the
I know that. But
process.
like,
yeah.
holy cow. I mean, the Saudis offered so much money. It's ridiculous. It's like the Bruce Brown thing. Yeah, 45 mil contract for 2 years. You can't turn that down.
You want to
No
guess
matter
the
what.
top 5 sports in America? This one's probably easier.
Football, basketball.
Football is 1. Basketball is 3.
Damn.
Fuck. Is baseball really 2?
Baseball is 2. I don't know how old this is. I'll look at how. It has a picture of LeBron in a Cleveland jersey, so it's probably a bit older.
I was about to say, bro, baseball's
That's
falling
true.
off fast. Man.
Yeah. No
And
wait,
then
baseball's
The
2,
hockey's number 4.
Hockey's 4.
and soccer's 5.
Soccer is 5. Now it's going to get a bit tougher.
Golf is probably, if we're doing top 10, golf's somewhere there.
Golf is 7.
Shit, is softball there?
Softball is not there.
Swimming.
Swimming is not there.
Damn. Tennis.
Tennis is at the 8.
Okay.
So you need 6, 9, and 10.
Boxing.
Boxing is 6.
Track and field.
No.
What?
No.
Damn. For Nyla, that's crazy.
Think about America. Think what American people watch.
Bro, American people watch track and
Oh,
field.
NASCAR?
NASCAR is number 9.
Bro. Oh.
Number 10. I don't know. I don't want to give you a hint because I feel like a hint would give it away. It's similar to another thing you said, though, already.
Is it drag racing?
It's not drag racing.
Shit.
Formula One.
That
No.
wouldn't be a big U.S. sport.
No.
Damn, my fault. Okay.
It has nothing to do with cars.
This is a complete guess. Gymnastics.
No, but if you think
Low-key,
about it,
that's not a bad guess.
it could relate to gymnastics. If you think hard enough. I'll say this. the major league for this, or like the biggest thing for this, at least what they have written is like a play written sport.
Play written sport?
Yep.
What? That's like very loosely like gymnastics.
Okay, it's not cheerleading.
No.
Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck. So play written, there's plays in the sport.
No. Like it's pre-planned before it happens.
Oh, it's pre.
Oh, it's WWE.
It's WWE. It's wrestling.
It's not a sport.
Well, wrestling.
Oh.
Wrestling is number 10.
WWE. Oh. I thought it was.
But the major league is WWE. That's what it has written under it. This article is from. Does it have a publishing date? I can't find the date.
Dog, but the WWE is not a sport. I don't care how much.
It's from 2022.
Bro, I don't care how much ESPN promotes into it.
But is it though? Because it's athletes. Like those are people. Those people are athletes.
Bro, it's not a sport. It is scripted entertainment. It is not a sport.
It's entertainment. It's not a sport. I would agree.
WWE is not a sport.
I would say
they
MMA
go out
is
their way. Yeah, like they go out their way to say yeah, this shit's scripted. Like the shit's pre-planned.
Yeah.
Like that. It's not a sport.
Yeah.
I
would agree.
Yeah. All right. Should we wrap it off? Wrap that off from there.
I think that's a good hours.
Yeah, man. All right. Damn. We got the tier list. There it is. Lots of controversial moves here, controversial picks, but hey, we did it. And a lot can change from July to the start of the NBA season in October.
Late October.
Late October. So hey, man, who knows? But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms: YouTube, IG, and TikTok. All at the handle at Lunchroom Debates. Thank you guys so much for helping us hit 300 on YouTube. Again, we appreciate the love and support. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we care for y'all, and that's why we're doing this.
Hella. Enough said.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, man. Later.
We out.
We out.